A few years ago, I let you guys know that these archons called the Spider People are planning terror attacks all over the world. You can see my previous videos throughout the years. I've been telling people about this for several years as I prophesied it. I believe it was 3 or 4 years ago that they were setting up cells all over the globe. You are now seeing that unfolding. So, a lot of what you're seeing happening in Lebanon, Venezuela, Argentina, Iran, it's all connected to these spider archons. These beings are the most advanced archons that there are. I know a lot of you guys have heard of draconians and gray aliens and other types of archons, but the spider people are the very most advanced. They really control the draconians, the grays, and other types of archons. They are intending to create chaos and terror attacks all over the world. There are humans that work for them and that are connected to them. And you're now starting to see that unfolding. What's going to happen, I'm going to prophesy here for you, is that Iran is going to give Israel and the United States a run for their money. United States will fail, and it will cause a financial collapse globally. In about 10 or 20 years, you're going to see that Israel ends up ruling the world, essentially. They're going to become the leader around the world for financial banking. They are going to they're going to control everything, essentially. They're using AI and other things. So these spider people are intending to enslave humanity like a big spider web. They have inverted the Great Mother's web matrix, the womb matrix, and they are intending to create a lot of chaos. So you're going to see America fall. And in falling from grace, you're going to see a collapse of the way that you know America and the world to be. And what you're seeing unfolding is just the tip of the iceberg. You're going to start witnessing a lot of things happening. We are in what we call the Satan's little era, and you're going to start to witness a whole crumbling of situations globally, and it will affect America, and that is going to happen very, very soon. And so this is not a fear-based video. This is to inform you of what's going on, and also from an ascended perspective, understand that this unfoldment of events has to happen in the long run, because it will initiate a lot of souls, and it will cause an even deeper awakening for a lot of beings. And over time, it will get healed and it will get restored into the new earth codes. But we are in Satan's little era now, and we are going to be seeing a full collapse of societal structures, as you're already witnessing happening in Iran and Lebanon and many of these other nations. These are the events that I prophesied a few years ago when I told you about the spider people and how they are inverting the laws, the legalities, the writings, and everything else, including creating wars. The spider archons feed on war. This is not coming from the Palladians. This is not coming from a place of light. This is a great battle between dark and light. And this is an attempt by the dark to fully complete the Antichrist agenda, the Antichristos agenda. The people behind these wars do not serve the light. The Creator does not and never wanted us to war with one another. We were always taught to love thy neighbor as thyself, to walk in peace, to honor the lands, to honor all things, all beings, all energies, all the things that people are creating. Creation, not destruction, is a Christos alignment. So if you're listening to people out there that are cheering on the things that are happening right now, they are extremely lost. And to those people, I would say to you that if you're cheering on being on some winning team of these things, it's because there's evil in you that's connected to the evil that these people are doing. So you really need to look at that, because this is the days of Revelations unfolding. This is the timeline where we are going to walk through the gallows until we enter into the full light. So many are on the path of awakening, but most of those people are not truly awakened. They don't understand the very, very, very big picture that's going on with archons, with Nephilim, with Anunnakis, with Greys, with spider people. There are collectives of these beings that have been working for thousands and thousands of years to enslave humanity and to trick and lead humanity into worshiping the Antichrist. And so pay attention to the people that you're following. And if they're cheering these things on, and I mean, you can see it happening with all of these political people who are out in the public acting like they know what they're doing and misleading people into the Antichristos agenda and with the false Messiah. And it's very obvious to those of us in the light that these people are complete false prophets. They're also working with archons, and they have no idea the future that is coming to the world. And so I want to tell you from a place of peace that you do not have to fear. You just need to use your senses and your intuition. You need to pay attention to what's going on. You would behoove yourself to put away some food and water, especially because the water around the world is going to get destroyed. And you need to have safety reserves. I mean, a lot, if you can. You need to figure out how to clean it. You need to figure out how to capture rainwater, how to purify it, and really, really get on this right away, because America especially, but even globally, you don't have a lot of time for this. You're going to see a collapse happening in the region of Brazil and Cuba and South America. You're going to see events unfold that you've never seen before in the United States. And it's going to get messy, but do understand that this timeline has already happened in the higher realms. And it is unfolding. It's an unfolding leading towards new earth. But humanity is being called forth right now for all hands on deck to serve the light and to understand that this collapsing globally is going to create a timeline for the Antichrist to rule. And after that is over and people wake up on a deeper level, then the clearing will happen fully. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. Building new earth takes a lot of work, and nobody said it was going to be easy to take down a satanic cabal that diddles little children and does horrific things. But it is absolutely necessary for humanity if we're going to enter into new earth, because we have been ruled by these beings for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They've manipulated our teachings, they've manipulated our history, they've hidden most of it, and you've got to wake up now. There is no more time to fiddle around. This is a very, very, very important timeline. And so I just want you to know, go make sure that you have a year's worth of food and water put away and ways to clean water, okay? It would also be very beneficial for you to get some iodine and to try to start learning how to detox from heavy metals, as well as to keep some supplies around for chemical warfare, okay? These events are unfolding, and these are things that I prophesied for 20 years or more. And it is time now for humanity to face the music of what's happening globally and astrally. Because again, these events already happened in the astral, and they're unfolding on Earth now for the collective of humanity. I hope that helped. I'll see